Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is The Last Hope Scar, Season 2, Episode 19, Invading the First Generator. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom SCAR system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as on itch.io, so do take a look at it and let us know what you think. But for now, we'll go ahead and start with introductions, beginning with Kerr. Though he's not allowed to say that he brings the happy fun times anymore.
Hello everyone, I'm Kerr, I'm the Storyteller. I am here to bring joyous, glorious times that are fun and joyous to you all.
I suppose that's acceptable.
Also, dear God, I just got done with an ad and I got another Aether Drift. Magic, leave me alone right now. I'm trying to work.
Just let it go, Kerr. In the end, Takir is coming in a couple months.
Good.
And I am Tochemay, and I am playing Brussel, the Bulbasaur. Grass poison type.
I am Razim, and I'm playing as Hunter, the dark psychic type Mightyena. Off to you, Ken.
I am Foxfiend, and I'm playing Ken, the fire type Vulpix.
Hello, I'm Merl, and I'm playing Midnight, the dark type Zoroark.
Hello, I'm Talderius, and I'm playing Shade, the other dark type Zoroark. He's very mad at having to be reasonable.
Hey, y'all. It is William Keku Swiput. I'm playing Shale, the grass ground Sandshrew. And nerd of the party. Yeah.
Alright, for the recap, we'll go ahead and turn it over to... Shale.
What? Shale I wasn't here at last session. I heard
right.
chunks,
Okay,
but I wasn't here.
Quick, other S name. Okay. I'm literally the only part that I can't really remember very well is how it even started. Does anyone remember how it started? And I can take the rest from there.
Didn't it start with you at the wall?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I was for some reason I couldn't remember where it actually started. All right. So last session started off with the final parts of Shade's little security audit, where he was just checking around things, and he, for no particular reason, decided, I don't really need to look at the guild after all. That'll be fine. So he went ahead and skipped that one and headed right to the wall, where he disguised himself as a Brakeson, and went to go try and see if he could sneak into the gatehouse. If he managed to make it there, he had other things he might have tried to do, but the real test was just to see if he could even get to the most important part of the wall without getting stopped or being able to convince people to just let him go. Thankfully, he was stopped rather quickly by Fuco's second in command, actually, who was on wall duty at the time, and stopped him in a rather eye-catching way, at least for those who were looking, which was stabbing him in the throat. Because it was Shade, it didn't exactly take, but it was a very good attempt, and Shade approved. Only after checking to see, though, if the guy would, accept just a little bit of intimidation of, oh, hey, you should come with me right now that didn't work. Didn't work, he set off an alarm, and so Shade passed them. Because, they tried to stop him, and they didn't let him convince him into taking him to the gatehouse. So after that, with all of that passing, we kind of went our separate ways slightly, and dispersed a little bit, while preparing for the effectively the War Council meeting. During this, Fuco ended up getting trapped in a shadow maze, which he totally did reasonable things inside of. And everyone else was, I believe, mostly just getting ready in their own various ways for either the rest of the day or the upcoming campaign. So with that, we went ahead and started the meeting, where there was a couple of information dumps on what was there, what we were able to scout out for the generator. Sorry, I just for some reason could not remember that name. So we managed to scout out a couple things in relation with the generator, including schematics and all of that. There's some minor discussion. Shade shows up late, helps with the discussion. I believe after that, we disperse again, knowing that we're going to head out in, I believe, 3 days. That was what was decided. And
Yep.
so people started double checking their preparations in earnest, except for Fuco, who was still in the maze. Our glorious leader Kin decides to try and basically all but order him to use his brain and get out of the labyrinth by asking to be let out by Hunter. He does not do this, and eventually, I believe it was Midnight who went and grabbed Shade and went, "Go and talk to your frenemy right now." The talk proceeded with Shade getting very mad that he had to be reasonable and how Fuco was being the unreasonable one. He was very mad that Fuco was pulling this shit when he was supposed to be leading the army and preparing them, and wasn't doing things like asking Hunter to make a replica copy of the place that we were supposed to be going, when it's very obvious he is capable of making structures to his own liking when he wants. Fuco, please. Does anyone want to add in anything else to the recap? Because I was kind of glazing over things because we're starting a bit late.
That was the main points.
I think you basically covered it.
Yep, I just didn't know if anyone wanted to add in any personal things. Because I did kind of skip past some my normal full list of everything, but yeah.
I think he did the broad strokes.
Yeah, you hit the major points.
In that case, yeah.
And back to Kerr then.
Back to Kerr.
Yes. All right. So, mostly what's going to be going on right now is, has everyone spent all of their experience points?
Yep.
Good enough.
Somewhat.
All right, then. Is there any big things that any of you would like to do before the 3 days are up?
I can think of.
Shade will just try and make sure he's just babysitting Fuco and making sure Fuco's actually doing his job now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Shale will try to make sure the kitchen understands who's running stuff in his steed and plan
In his steed?
It is stead.
Instead.
Stead.
Stead.
Stead's the right word.
I was just gonna let it go
You were-
because that was
you were
honestly pretty
close.
funny. It was honestly
Pony
pretty funny.
Pup's
So
gonna
I
take
was
care
just
of it.
gonna let it go.
It's okay, Kinku. Words are hard.
Oh, I know that.
To be
I
fair,
don't know. I was wondering
I-
why there was apparently you're going inside a steed for your kitchen.
A horse.
Look,
His kitchen's in a horse.
I'm just not gonna throw that stone when I live in the glass house of Epitome.
Okay, but yeah, make sure stuff's
That's fair.
great with the kitchen, and yeah, I don't think there's much else he needs to really do. Guess just check in with Jal and stuff, and make sure he has his supplies right together, and that's all I can think.
All right. Sounds good.
Make sure the town is ready to keep running in the event that I'm not and I don't come back.
Yeah, they have the official paperwork in case you don't come back to transfer power
Awesome.
and such.
Cool.
They don't
cool.
want that to happen.
Of course. No. But you gotta be ready for everything.
Do you have the people ready to be sacrificed to the house for when we leave?
House Kun, offer us your blessings.
I still need to talk to the mansion and like
It is still Fae.
I don't want to bother with that right now. Can we say I did and not actually bother role playing that? Because gross. I don't want to talk with a Fae house right now. I don't have the.
I don't have the
am
mental
not-
fortitude right now to talk to a
Boom.
Fae
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, I am not awake and focused enough to do that.
You don't need the party house?
Yeah, we don't have to if you don't want to.
Cool, awesome.
It's
Yeah,
that happened off screen.
One Fae in our lives is one Fae too many.
Shade whistling as he walks away. I mean, he might not be actually, but he might as well be.
You're not Fae, and what's more, you can lie.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he might as well be with how he acts sometimes.
You know, I think he might be worse than a Fae then.
You might think so, except Fae. Except Shade can actually be reasoned with, and see other perspectives than their own.
He's very new to that. Well, actually, no, he has a year, a month, and change of experience. 2 months and change.
Mhm. And you do a far better job of it than pretty much any Fae Kin has met.
Fair. Just imagining Shane just grumbling to himself about how he has to be the one to teach someone how to lead an organization.
I mean, how many times did you have to do that?
What, you mean teach people how to do it or actually lead an organization?
Yes.
Well, he led plenty of organizations only to burn them to the ground later, but teaching other people, no, why would he do that? Why would he do that when instead he could just run the damn thing? Or just laugh at people who are trying to run it. He wasn't
Also true.
helpful.
Yeah,
He does actually have good points in the effect of like leadership skill. He just doesn't use them on purpose.
Why teach when you can just give them the lead boots for free?
Hmm.
You got this. You got this. You got this. You can totally do this, Shade.
We got this.
He can do it. He just doesn't want to. He's just being a little bastard about it.
We got this. People are actually training in for the upcoming environment. Things are running smoothly. Everyone knows their teams. All that. And take a moment to breathe. Be okay with the idea that he's done everything he can to help everyone's chances of survival, and get ready to face the actual combat himself as well.
You got this. I can do this. I can fight, fight, fight.
Ian's not worried about whether or not he can fight. He's worried about everyone else being able to fight. No, he's not worried about it anymore. He has done what he can. It's out of his hands now.
I'm just imagining
Pause.
him getting that initial report about Shade apparently helping without being told train people on something.
All right. Then I think, are we ready to cut over to the start of the attack? Unless anyone has something else that they want.
3 days later.
3
Yeah, I think we're all
days later. All right. So you do have the basic maps and schematics for what this location, where it is, and kind of what the insides look like. So you are walking into this with at least slightly open eyes. You have the general shape of what the building looks like. It's somewhat strange. You're not exactly sure how it works exactly. It's almost built like an old temple. There's one main entrance on the ground floor, and it looks like going through there will lead you up to where the generator is at towards the top. You might be able to try another way to get in, but there's no guarantee of defenses, protections, or any other sorts of nasty traps and such that could have been set up.
Okay.
Who's going in first?
So do you guys have anyone with you as you guys head to the first generator? I was trying to make sure to remember if you guys were going solo or not. I thought you were, but I wanted to double check.
From the discussion, we weren't going to risk people coming with us to the generator.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check.
So.
We were gonna have people nearby, but they weren't gonna get near the actual generator itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, in case there was like an army that came after us and we just couldn't fight that shit, that it was gonna be like, oh hey, we have people in reserve, but no getting near this.
Okay. So they're basically going to be staying outside of the of this large temple-like building then.
Yeah, outside of where the blast might even potentially reach them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep, and
But
if
close
we
enough,
really need it, we can signal for him to come in and assist. But until such time that that happens, they are sitting beyond the blast radius, or beyond the expected blast radius, and still have the Pokemon that or the psychic types that can defend against it in case it happens anyways. In case of
Okay.
fighting anyways.
Okay.
So, who is taking point as you guys head towards the entrance to the temple?
probably just Shade.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, he's just kind of
Makes
like
sense.
the tank, so like.
He's the tanky-ish of them.
It makes sense for Shay to take front. Kin might be tempted to, but that temptation would go away at the first suggestion that we should probably have Shade be in front to tank anything, and like no, that makes sense. So yeah, Shade.
So, Shade, as you head forward, you will see what looks to be a large stone slab set into the doorway. And on the door itself looks to be what seems to be like multicolored panels. You see some that almost look like a moon, some that look like a sun if you kind of position them right, and then there's one towards the center that's kind of all mixed up and jumbled.
For the heck of it, could I do a science geology on the door?
Yeah, if you wanted to get closer to the door and take a look, you could try.
Yeah, as long as I'm not like. I guess I should be checking to.
Oh. Does it look like there's any threats around before Shell goes and
Yeah,
does that?
Shade, you can make a perception check. You are close enough to the door.
All right. Does it matter what I use for this?
Nah.
All right. In that case, I think I'll probably go with cunning. 10, 1.
Yeah.
Uh, 11.
Okay, you can see there's a bit of a lip going into where the slab is in front of the entrance. Maybe a foot and a half of entryway that you would be able to walk into in order to touch the door. And as you look up at the ceiling, you see that what looks like brick is actually more like painted metal. And you can almost see like the markings where it could slide open to let something out.
All right. In that case, he's as Shell's approaching, he's just gonna like motion like hold on a second with a bit of a look and point out the basically just all that about the entryway.
Okay.
Noticeably, I do want to say real quick, it does not look like these would be like traps to like stab down at you, because they're too far to the side. If you were standing in the middle to reach most of these markings, it would not actually hit you if it was something like that.
Huh.
But it does look like it's meant to drop something based on the way the edges kind of align. It looks like they just kind of slide apart to let something come out.
Interesting. But there's no like pressure trigger or something in that at least showed from that.
Not that we've seen yet, anyways.
No, it doesn't look like if you just touch the door, it does not look like it would trigger it.
Okay.
You're
More
not
likely if it's a you etched the wrong answer.
possibly you're not sure if you touch the actual markings if that would do it.
Does
Okay. Well,
the
either-
markings on the door kind of look like a scrambled puzzle or something? Is that what
Yes.
is that what we're getting at?
That's what it kind of looks like. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. With that said, then Shale will do his yeah. Shale will do his look, take his eye at the material just out of curiosity, really. All right. I did not roll properly. What the?
Well,
what
it's good.
I left the number off. That's no, it didn't. Oh, I forgot. I left the number off. All right.
Yeah, that's a
Well-
number in front.
I will say I'll sold that just to clean it up.
What? That wasn't even a
There wasn't
No.
even
We
a roll.
don't worry about it. All right,
-1.
Oh, I didn't know I was rolling Nova intelligence rolls already.
Okay, so 4.
or just inspecting it, but without
Yeah.
really touching it.
Science, geology, mind, science, logic, mind, logic, science, geology. Yeah.
Yeah, so looking at this, you can kind of make out the panels that look like they would, if you started twisting and turning them, you might be able to make a sun, a moon, and then it looks like these panels on the center are for the Earth.
Huh.
And they're all scrambled and out of order, but you can kind of get the feeling that if you had enough time, you might be able to put it together.
So looks like it looks like there's like the pieces and the main thing are 2 different materials, and they're basically a shifting puzzle.
Yes. Some of it is like you slide different tiles together. Some of it you actually turn it and twist it. There's a lot of little bits and pieces. Like they took like 6 different puzzles and just kind of mashed them together chaotically for the door.
Goody.
The way I would describe it for Shade is someone took the description of these types of puzzles and from the description alone tried to make something without really understanding it.
God.
Shade is just gonna bubble to himself. I'm a tryhard.
It's like someone described these puzzles to someone who had never heard or seen this type of thing before, and they just went, "Yeah, I can do that," and didn't really know what they were doing.
He's just gonna go like, I don't know if I did this or if I told someone else to do this.
Is Shade's
You're leaning towards the second.
Shade's eyebrow doing the twitch? Looking at
The
this.
circle fits the square hole.
But also because he also knows and recognizes he is exactly the type of person usually to just pull this kind of shit because he felt like it.
The rhombus goes in the square hole. You know where the triangle goes? In the square hole.
Does it look like there's any other ways into this building?
Yeah, I was about to say this is going to take more time than we have.
We could have Shell start working the puzzle door entrance, but if there's other ways in, then we might just want to go that route instead.
Actually, hey Shale, what's the do you know what the rest of this place is made out of? You're normally a rock guy.
Probably take.
Ooh.
He looks to aside the door and see what it looks like it's made of.
Roll a knowledge geography. Blah, 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 blah.
Science geology.
Geology for me.
Science geology.
Yeah.
Okay.
The round peg goes in the square hole, Candy Floss.
Yeah, I'll still
2 successes.
I'll just do it for safety's sake, since I have 4 anyway. I'll soul boost and just get a little 3 successes.
Me?
Probably get a body boost, but just soul boost is fine here.
All right. So what are you looking for exactly?
Basically, just answering Kent's question: what the building
Kent's
itself is.
That was Shade's question.
Shade's question. My bad.
But
One
yeah,
of
the
one of the other 2 foxes in the party.
All
The,
right.
the material of the walls.
Of the
basically.
walls, yes.
So looking at it, it looks to be, if you just looked at it from both far away and even close up, you would take it to be like some type of sandstone or painted rock, but up close, like really up close and examining it with your expertise, you would realize, no, this is not stone. This is metal painted to look like stone.
So it's basically a metal compound. It's probably some sort of steel compound with like a grainy paint coat to hide its material, hide its what it is.
Note.
But magnet next to it. Does it is a ferrous material? No.
Note, up close and actually like checking it without really touching it, your guess is this entire thing is made out of silver.
Huh.
Silver.
They chose silver, it seemed.
Just checking.
Reason.
Straight silver or like sterling silver?
Straight silver.
Not like a silver nickel alloy, just silver.
No, it looks pure silver from what you can tell.
That is
Shale
that is a
shade.
weird.
Is there a
reason
to be flouting the building that way?
I mean,
Shale,
to be fair,
would you?
I use silver and gold in my construction all the time in Dwarf Fortress.
Shale, would you like to roll a knowledge geology roll? There's a metal
the same roll over, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Or religious.
I'll give this one. This one would be a knowledge geology for this one.
This is a lore. Okay, I'm. Yeah, science geology. 3
successes.
So with that, there is something that does come to your mind. Silver is the most conductive metal in the world.
Huh.
It is the best at conducting electricity and heat.
Wonderful.
Is he using the whole?
Hey, wait a moment. Does that mean the inside of this can be a furnace?
Possibly. Also, what kind of Pokemon exists that can channel electricity?
A lot of them.
A lot of
Good
Pokemon.
chunk of them.
Electric types.
Technically,
Any
like
electric
almost
type.
all of them.
Shale looks so. I would advise being careful touching the walls unless you're me.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is either a big old furnace or a big old dynamo or both.
So,
Pretty much.
technically, nothing really stops you from trying to climb up the walls if you really want. It would be a very long climb and such to do it, but you could try. However, there's a very real possibility that if the walls are made of silver, they could conduct electricity and fry whoever tried to do that.
Except
And
me.
that's totally the sort of thing that Shade, that your other self would probably do.
To be fair, Shade is even thinking, okay, that's kind of funny.
And remember, this is an energy generation tower.
They could redirect some of the energy to basically supercharge the walls.
Yeah. Well, in that case, did it? We have the we have the schematics, right? Did it show? Are there any like maintenance ways in, or I don't know if we're kind of close for that? To be asking that, but
Looking at the plans, no, but it also looks like there's not a lot of like what you would consider like maintenance things. Likely because this place is not necessarily meant to last a really long time.
oh,
The evil overlord's generator isn't up to code.
of course it isn't. Well, not even up to code. It's temporary at best. It does its job and then it blows up.
I guess, Shell, you want to take a whack at the puzzle and see if it can be solved, or?
I mean, unless you have another way that you think it'd be faster.
I have something that I could do in the meantime if you want.
What's the melting point of silver?
Let me see actually.
By the way, Kerr,
1,763 degrees.
It's a bit up there.
hey, Kerr.
Yes.
Did you see the thing I sent you, by the way? Because I don't know if you ever saw that, but that is a thing that exists for Scar, so.
The one you sent me?
Yeah. The image
Yes.
where it has the material stats? Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's likely to matter in short order.
Okay. Thank you. Because I was not planning you guys to try to break it down, but yes. Okay.
Okay.
You sent us against a generator. Our job here is to destroy this place. And you thought we would not try and destroy the place?
No, I know. I didn't think you would try to break the outside walls.
Oh, yeah, no, but it's
I mean, if we destroy the outside walls, the whole place comes crumbling down, and we don't even have to worry about going in and dealing with whatever traps are inside, and boom! Generator's gone. In fact, why don't we pull back and just build a catapult?
We could.
I get flashbacks.
Oh, boy.
Are you gonna fire shade at the building?
No, he's going to fire a shadow ball.
Quick
Okay,
question: how hot do you think my flames would be if I just started trying to melt it? Do you think I'd be able to generate flames hot enough?
Dale, could you roll me a science roll, please?
Straight science roll. Okay.
Science int.
Yeah.
Science int?
I was just.
He means
I'm used to the old mind.
The expertise, right?
Yeah, you get the expertise and everything.
Oh, I
used-
roll an additional die there. So I didn't know if that counted as geology expertise. That's why I rolled one less.
It's materials. I will give it to you because of the materials and such.
Kin would have to make a blast furnace.
8 successes.
So fun fact with the way that silver can work with electricity and heat is if you channel electricity through a object that can conduct high amounts of it, it can actually displace and negate heat from affecting it. It's called the Peltier effect.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to get it. Yeah, I don't think you can get it to
So no conveniently melting a hole in the wall. Okay.
It would require them to have to it would require them to generate a large amount of electricity at the location you're trying to fry. Because the electricity would have to displace the heat to keep you from melting it.
Or all you need to do is ground the building.
True.
Bad
That might be a little
building.
bit difficult, though.
Bad building. You're grounded.
Please, no. Okay.
You're grounded. No
Okay,
telephone for a month.
So would you like me to try to work on the on the puzzle, or do we have some other plan to break through?
Go
I mean,
ahead. And...
Shade will make a good old attempt, but you should probably try and get it the actual way.
Okay. What would you like it to be based on, Kerr?
Let's see. This would be a. Let me look here. I would allow this to be either lore or science or crafts. Depends on the way you want to try to solve the puzzle.
If this is science, would I be able to use the geology expertise here?
Not in this one, because
Probably
this is
not.
more just kind of figuring it
Okay,
out.
I figured I'd just go for it.
No,
anyway.
no worries asking.
All right. All right. Well, I'll do it. Mind logic sciences I've been doing. I'm going to spend a body boost because why not?
Warum nicht?
A body boost.
Veronique?
Oh, were you kidding?
Whoa.
Whoa!
It is objectively the funniest thing that could have happened.
Huh.
You
Okay.
I'm gonna willpower.
I
As
feel
it
that is
is-
legitimately the funniest thing that could have happened.
Because I'm in fit shape and I would like to do better on this, so we're gonna willpower that. Okay, that's not much better.
No, it's the worst roll.
I'll read you.
overall.
God damn it.
Okay, the
I'll
dice
read
have
you the
spoken.
body. I'll read you
The
the
dice have
body.
reroll.
spoken.
Do we have a party reroll?
Well, first let me redo the body.
No.
Nope, no cards.
no goods yet.
Okay, then I don't need to
There
worry
we go.
about too much. There we go.
And there, I was about to say there was the
Okay,
one, but it
so-
barely rolled off.
So 5 with the body boost use.
Okay.
A miss. Not enough ale.
And there's the
There's a
reroll
card.
afterwards.
Here's a reroll. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Shell, we got a reroll now.
Well, either way.
A miss.
It'll probably come in handy.
Not enough ale.
And a second one.
I feel like we'll need these.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
All right.
So I will jot down 5 successes. You said.
Yeah, 5 successes.
All right. So when you touch the wall and kind of press in to start turning the panels, you hear a grinding sound above you as the ceiling slides open and what looks like piles of metal bits and bobs and things just kind of fall out
Huh.
on the ground.
Huh.
Scrap.
Kinda, yeah. Like you're not really sure what it is. And then
Like,
all of you who has fur, you guys feel your
God.
fur start to kind of foof up a bit.
Phew.
It's
Yeah.
like
Static.
the electricity's on.
and
Oh, okay.
as this happens, the scrap begins to rise and connect to itself.
Huh.
And
Oh.
soon you're looking at what looks to be like these jagged metal things. They're not really in any particular shape, so much as it's kind of being held together. And both of them are facing a bit towards Shale.
Okay.
Ready.
They
Attack
do have what looks to
positions.
be some sharp metal bits on them that could probably do some damage if
Yeah, because
stabbed.
yeah, because their energy is kind of not gonna.
Let's have initiative rolls.
Okay.
If I can get my thing to load, because my thing is very slow.
Okay.
Come on, you.
Yeah,
There we go.
wow. I hope I'm not overusing my luck.
How's initiative rolled
Also, I'm
again?
true com
It's
doing a lot. It
just-
seems.
Initiative.
Yeah,
Initiative.
it's straight.
It's just a skill initiative. Right.
Initiative
Plus one.
Plus
So
one.
combat initiative is the amount of dots that you have in an initiative plus 1.
Yep.
And then it'll be the face value
Right,
of what
okay.
you roll.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Face value.
Kid has 5 initiative. Let's go.
Wow.
Yes.
I am not very initiative.
I'm glad that that's not a skill roll that I rolled.
I mean,
It's just
oh,
face value,
Face value. Yep.
because that would not have been
Yeah.
a
that'd have been a 0.
that would-
Tochemay, I got 17, not you.
I think Tochemay was
I
one
forgot to roll.
short on die.
He
Yeah,
threw one. He
the
threw
plus
one.
one.
Oh.
Rolled another. Which means you two are going to have a roll off. Or both of you roll 1d10, and whoever gets higher gets +1 to their initiative. All right, Brussels at 18.
Darn.
So how close is the construct to me?
Maybe like a foot. They could reach you, and you can reach them.
Actually, so are they both like side by side?
One on either side of you.
they're
Oh.
flanking you.
Dang it!
On the plus side, you're like right in front of Shade, so Shade is right there.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay.
let me
Well,
get
it's
everyone
just like,
their range.
oh, I could do X, which is a single target, or I could do Y, which is a cone. But if they're on they're flanking, I can't hit them both with a cone. So play an A.
Shade will try and take care of one.
You have AoE, Shale?
Yes, but
There's a
it's
cone.
10-foot cone, and they're on opposite sides of me.
Oh.
The good thing is these things aren't super dangerous.
You say that, and watch one of us die.
At least I hope they're not that dangerous. I didn't make them to be that dangerous.
That'd be kind of impressive.
This could turn into a wild tradition situation where
No,
Zim
look.
throws not very dangerous things and
Don't worry, we're only fighting
We're fine.
Metabots.
Don't worry, guys.
Yeah,
Shade
bots.
knows himself. This is just the anti-telemarketer contingency.
No solicitors.
I just want to point out that for what I threw at them with Ryan, it is not my fault that Rain decided to aggro the boss.
Or get back
Again.
up. Or get back up.
Well,
No,
no,
that's
him
what
getting
I'm
back
saying.
up is fine, but it was that he kept aggroing the boss
True.
over
True.
and over and over as the healer.
that's what I'm saying is you can't I mean a storyteller can account for a lot of things, but it can't account for stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is my line when I'm playing healer. I can't fix stupid. I'm just hoping that Hunter actually gets a turn in this combat tracker.
You
I mean,
should.
there's like 2 enemies, so like you probably will, but
Yeah, I don't think they're so low on health that we're gonna one shot.
no.
All right, so Kin, it
From a
is
guess that
your
I was
turn first.
Ah, right. Yes. So, these metal electric things. I'm gonna be attacking them with a fire attack, Ember. Except
Okay.
powerful. It has been a while since we've done combat. Remind me what I roll first.
So you're special based, right?
Yes.
All right. In that case, you roll for accuracy, mind plus your whatever expertise you're using, plus your effective rank in send. Then
Alright.
add any accuracy modifiers you may have, based on the move or passives or anything else.
No, I think that's it.
And because this is the same type you are, you're looking for 6s. Because you have a stab bonus on accuracy.
Right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 to hit
That will hit.
one of these things. Awesome. And then damage. Sort of the power of the move, right?
Yep, so it's half of your mind, plus your skill, plus the power of the move.
Mind, would that be rounding down or up?
Up because you're dividing by 2. So it goes by math rules, and since you're dividing by 2, it's always going to be 0.5 or higher. So
Okay. So half of mind, power, and then the skill.
Yep.
Okay. Another thing. Do these count as steel type?
You are going against this specific thing because of what's going on. They are going to have resistance to you.
okay, so you're looking for 8s on damage.
Okay.
I will say, Kin, normally against, like, metal things, you would have the advantage. However, there is things at play here that you might be able to figure out because you guys have the information.
Right. So looking for 8s and up on the damage then.
Correct.
Yep.
2. And I'm counting 4 successes on that. 4
have a
net
10 to roll.
successes. I do have a 10 to roll. Let's see. So then yeah, 4 net successes
So,
on damage.
Kin, as you rear back and unleash a torrent of flames, which one are you going after?
Hold up. Was this for your damage or your accuracy?
Damage.
This is for the damage.
Okay.
He already
carry
rolled
on.
accuracy.
Which one were you going for, just so I know which one to describe?
Let's say it on the right.
The one on the right, so that's 2. So, as you unleash this blast of intense flames, this sort of fire would be enough to at least kind of singe anything made out of metal. For weaker metals, it would even start melting it. However,
Right.
for you, as you see the flames rushing towards this thing, you see the electricity that is suffusing it begin to crackle and grow stronger as the flames hit it and kind of cascade over it without directly transferring their heat into it. The electricity is protecting them.
Right. What I'm hearing is you built this encounter with a specific effect in mind.
It's almost like he knows how dangerous you are, Kin!
Fair. Okay.
Remember how I mentioned a while ago that the person Sebastian is most worried about is tied between Shade and Kin?
Oh. I forgot you'd mentioned that.
Yes.
Oberon, thank
Yeah.
you so much for that tip. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed. Thank you.
Yay! Thank
Okay,
you.
Real quick,
Yep.
Kerr, am I being
Yes.
hit with a initiative penalty?
No, did you not get jumped up where you're supposed to be?
I'm supposed to be at 21.
Okay, I will jump you up. That's my bad. I was trying to get everyone. I must have missed
Okay.
you. My apologies.
No worries.
Okay.
Yes, no. It looks like these things were designed to be able to transfer heat to make sure they don't get melted by flames.
Okay.
Dang, Ken,
Uh,
it's like our enemy knows We are.
However,
Yeah.
however, seeing that, Kin, I want you to make a roll for me.
Oh.
Give me a. Let me see real quick. Give me a perception roll, I think. Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Okay. Perception. Mind, instinct, perception sound good?
Sounds good.
Uh, 4 successes.
All right. You can see these things are almost entirely held together by the electricity. Because they had to generate so much charge to make sure you didn't just melt it. You can clearly see kind of
Ooh.
like they're using magnetism to hold together. There's no interlinked parts. There's nothing actually holding them together except this electrical charge.
So disrupt the electrical field and they fall apart.
If you punch them, they would probably go flying apart, but they'd probably pull themselves right back together. They're not alive.
Yeah.
They're not
They're
anything.
constructs.
Yeah, they're basically like puppets being manipulated by the electricity.
But as far as
So-
I know, the electricity is on the inside the building. However, if it were to get grounded, these things would probably just fall apart, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's almost like you can kind of see fluctuations as Shale. I'm assuming Shale, you're still kind of fiddling with the wall a little bit.
Well, he's going to turn to. I mean, if it's in my face, he's going to turn to respond to it.
Yeah, we have a few
Right.
seconds of Shale kind of fiddling with the wall a little bit still, and then realizing, oh shit. As he's changing the panels, the electrical charge in the air, you can feel it, is going up and down.
Okay.
Like, if he fiddles with the wall enough, maybe if he opens the door, the charge might die out naturally. But these things seem focused on going after him, not you
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Shale, work on the door.
Yeah, so likely, also, I just want to make sure it's clarified. These things are going to be resistant, likely to fire and any sort of like energy that isn't physical. If it's physical, you can probably knock them apart, but they will probably just get back up again.
Yeah, not my area of expertise. Yeah, I'm.
It's
Okay.
almost like there's someone who's absolutely terrified of you and is taking steps to make sure you don't.
Terrified of me? Nonsense.
Saw King coming and
yes.
just went.
Yeah, no, I guess I turn over to Shade. I suppose I have one more action, but like, what am I gonna do with it at this point?
Tackle it.
Brace. Tackle.
You could take an aim action to, increase your next attack's accuracy with -1 difficulty.
True.
Punch it
I'll
in the
take an aim action.
All right.
All right. So funny shit, because Shade is right there.
Yeah, I can't really. I don't think Sebastian can figure out exactly what you're going to do. He can just kind of plan around things and then hope to
Yeah.
God it works.
Yeah, he's like at least for Shade, he's just probably like whatever he does, it's going to be funny and interesting, and that's the goal anyway. So, yeah, Shade's gonna do something. He's put in all this recent work in order to learn how to actually use a damn weapon. You know, he just went through all that. He's got this thing now, and he has an actual idea of how to use it. First of all, with a quick action, I'm going to use Momentum, which is his physical damage increaser.
Okay.
And with his other 2 actions, I'm going to do a meld.
Okay.
Which is going to impose an accuracy malus, but he'll basically be adding the power of one of his moves to his sword. Basically, this is the Gish. This is the Gish maneuver.
Okay, gotcha.
This is basically what Fuco does, like, as a thing. Except he's using, his dark type stuff. And yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and do that. This will be interesting because this is the first time I've actually gotten to use this in a live game instead of just in my testing.
Mm-hmm.
So, primary is going to be the dark type. So, -5 turns it to. Okay, that's kind of funny. Does an 8 hit? Physical.
Yes. Which one are you going for?
Whichever one is closest to him, because I know he was like off to the side of Shale. I just don't know which side he was off to. Slightly.
I'll let you go for the first one.
Metabot 1, cool.
Yeah. That will hit.
Cool.
Not exactly maneuverable.
So this is dark and slashing.
Okay.
So I don't know how that's gonna affect this. How's that affecting my damage roll?
You will have advantage on this one.
Advantage, cool. So looking for 6s. Shift of Pain has power 12, so I add. Yeah, by the way, who'd have thought? Shade figured out how to use a sword and immediately was just like, alright, how do I turn this into a damage nuke? Y'all ready for this?
Sounds right.
Yeah, babe.
That's
Nice.
a lot of dice.
And
That's
only
a
9
lot of
damage.
dice.
Which, considering this is the first time he's done this, I'm re-rolling that. Was-
Yes, you will have advantage on this. A 6 is okay. Yep.
What the fuck?
Whoa, there's a
Wow.
lot of ones.
Okay.
Wow!
Oh,
You might actually be rolling enough that you are more consistently hitting a statistical average.
oh no, this is below average.
Oh.
No, you're right. This is below average. That's a
Technically
lot of
speaking-
ones.
Technically speaking, I should be hitting 19 to 20 right now. I'm
Yeah.
Half of the damage. I should.
No, you're
I
right.
finally hit
Eight-
bad luck, guys.
8 ones. Ouch.
I finally hit bad
Holy
luck.
frick.
Do you want to use your reroll?
We do have a party.
We do have 2 party rerolls. Do we want to use one on this?
Yeah,
I
feel like
think it's
this is-
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Do it? Okay.
Oh, that looks better.
Okay, that's
Okay.
that's more like that's 16.
That's
Physical.
closer, yeah.
So a little bit below average, but that just means that whenever we fight later, I'm due.
All right, describe your hit to me. Describe your hit, Shade.
Oh wait, sorry. That's Hold on, wait one second. I'm because this is my first time actually using a weapon in Scarred Alive game. Give me a second. I need to open up the feat proposal 1 second. I was supposed to roll 2 more dice.
Ow. Okay.
Okay, so that's 18.
Okay.
Lamau. Sorry, I just forgot what the bonus was for medium weapon proficiency. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, no. So he is he's not doing anything like overly fancy, but he does recognize that these things are weird. They were always going to be weird. He saw them assemble themselves. So what he's going to try and do is bisect one and try and, like, use the energy coating alongside his sword now to kind of like twist and throw the top half as far away as he can. That's what he's trying to do, at least.
Okay.
So silver ain't exactly a hard metal, but he doesn't know if this is also made out of silver. Probably is, but...
So, in this case, your sword cleaves straight through it. If you had just been using your sword naked, it's very likely you would have been electrocuted from striking it. But thankfully, the coating along your blade protects it as you just kind of slice through it and then use your sword almost like a baseball bat on the swing back to send the upper half of it. Whee! Once it kind of gets past the entranceway, its body sort of crumbles down into parts and just kind of hit against the trees. And its lower half just kind of crumbles a little bit.
Hey guys, if you hit them hard enough, they die.
Okay.
Out of character. I'm getting dry bones vibes from these things.
What about turn? Wait, it's does it still have a turn?
As you see the electricity crackle along its lower half, it breaks apart and then slowly starts to reform its bits and pieces. And now it's half the size as a tiny little stabbing thing with two little stabby arms ready to go.
Never mind, they just turn into smaller little murder machines.
Alright. I'm guessing I'm about to get attempt to be stabbed.
No, it took its
Oh, that was its whole turn.
Its turn was
reform. You do see
Its turn was getting into shiving mode.
Yes, it's ready to shiv ya. As you can see, bits of electricity coming out of the temple towards the bits that Shade sent flying and are kind of pulling them back towards this one. So it'll likely be back to full shape next turn, but right now it's just like pulling itself back together and having to reconfigure itself so it can actually shank someone with its like, wait, where are my blade arms? Crap. Okay, I can use this bit here. I can use this little bit here. Yeah, this will work great. But wait, I need legs. Okay, move that head down here, reverse it. Okay, there we go. Hop, hop, hop. It is
I'll get
kind
your
of
shades.
cute. It's kind of cute in a,
In a puntable.
little, yeah, in a puntable way. As it just kind of, it's
Okay.
hopping aggressively towards you, Shale.
Is there enough constant? Can he focus enough to work on the door right now?
Yes, as long as the others keep these things from getting to you,
Would it take
focus on the door.
action to do? Would it take my full action to do so?
You can spend all of your actions trying to get successes to open the door.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if I could like.
Out of character, I would suggest you focus on the door and let us.
You can take.
But I could. I can do ground maneuvers to bait the crap out of him. But all right, fine.
Shale wants to punt. Shale wants to punt it.
I mean, if there's anyone who's the right person to punch,
Shale, it's fine.
if there's one person who's correct for punting them, it would be Shale. But Shale is also the brain of the party, and kind of needs to work on the door as well.
All right.
Like,
fair enough.
Yes, but yes.
Okay. Use the first. Hang timing on ads. Well, we'll just snooze for now. All right. So, rolling mind, logic, science. Okay. 7.
All right. So we got the 5 earlier. Yeah, your hands are just kind of flying. It's like, okay, crap.
Not really. He's like, I don't want to be stabbed, but he's got stuck being stabbed. But let's just focus on this dang thing.
As Metabot 1 aggressively Boing. Boing. It is aggressively bouncing towards you. Boing.
So do I make another
It's
check,
like
or
a
is that
bunny.
the full action?
You can make another check to get more successes.
Okay.
You're working towards it.
I'll take 6.
All right, so let's see. 11 plus that. All right, so you've gotten the sun done. You're nearly done with the moon, and then just the Earth is left.
Okay. As he's working, will curl up a little into his ball and keep working with a little bit of getting +1 to defense curling for +1 to physical integrity.
Protect them chins.
Check the shins.
Protect the shins.
Yeah, as a quick action. So that'll be me.
Okay, Brussel.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I just imagined Brussel pulling out a Tommy gun out of nowhere and opening fire.
I don't know that. I hope he has good control if that was the
Wait.
case.
Well,
I mean,
against
do they
Metapod.
I don't think they exist in this world yet.
Well, he had bullet seed also. So.
Bullet seed.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
But anyway,
Yep. And it's time to use Stun Spore against it,
okay.
which is a conditional category. Range of 30. So what would I roll?
Soul plus expertise plus whatever social stat skill you use for the move.
Okay.
And that generally means things like persuasion, presence, etiquette, stuff like that.
Okay.
Deception.
I'll use ranged for it.
You got to use a social stat
Oh,
for conditions. It has range
Social.
on it, but because it doesn't deal damage, you have to use a social stat.
I guess you couldn't use send in that case, though, since it's basically a dust cast.
I'm just saying by rules you have to. It's,
okay.
It's literally in the rules that it's supposed to be a social stat.
Fair
When I say social stat, I'm just using that as like a category
Yeah.
thing, but like
Okay.
it's persuasion, presence, deception, etiquette.
Anyway,
okay. So, investigation. That's a 1 to hit.
You would still get stabbed if this is one of your.
yeah, if this is if this is your type.
So,
So in that case, it'd be a 4.
okay. So- Oh, you mean 4 more dice?
No, I
it'd
mean like,
be-
that's a.
it's 4
because the skill
success. It would be
system
4
would be
successes. We're
successes.
waiting for Kerr's response here.
Yeah, we're just
Okay.
waiting to hear if it
Yep.
gets past its soul save or not.
Yes, it will.
Okay, and the condition, it just applied 1 stage of stunned.
All right. So normally you would think that all these spores and pollen and such wafting over this thing would not affect it at all. You know, it doesn't have a mind or a body really, but you can see that the pollen and such is actually attracting the electricity away from the machine thing.
Disrupted.
And it's like its body is twitching like it's trying to move, but all the energy that would guide it is being pulled away into the pollen.
And that was full action, so that's all my turn.
No quick?
Nope.
Okay.
Woo! It is my turn now.
What is your plan, Midnight?
Merl, you there?
Are you muted?
Yes,
All right. Well,
I am going to. I don't know what was. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay. I am going to try to use Night Slash on Metabot number 1 to buy more time before it becomes whole again.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Midnight? Oh, okay.
oh, okay.
Rolling.
Yeah.
True combo.
Crumbud.
Now there's a huge difference here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guessing with a stab that's 8.
Yes. That will hit.
7, but yeah.
So, oh yeah,
'Cause of the one.
got the 1.
And hold on.
It's half your attribute plus the presumptive skill plus the power of the move.
The what scale?
The presumptive skill. What the skill you use for the attack?
Half attribute, combat skill, and
Power of the move.
power of the move.
Yes.
And then any miscellaneous modifiers you have.
Yeah. Plus the miscellaneous modifiers. Ooh.
Well,
Count 8 damage.
Looks like it's me, unless it's I don't know what dark is versus it.
Yep, 8 damage.
Right. Yes. So describe your attack to me, Midnight.
So Midnight is going to charge up the dark energy into his claws and swipe at Shorty McShortstop.
Your claws cut through it as its two little shankers kind of tumble to the ground. And
No shins for you, little man.
as it kind of crumbles away into little bits and pieces, you see the electricity crackle before it starts to pull itself together. Its little shankers become little toothpick legs. You see its nose extending out into a little drill bit, and it is now a woodpecker from hell.
God. Okay, fair enough.
As two little bits of metal, like two little sheets of metal, begin flapping on its side as though it's trying to fly, and it's doing absolutely nothing. But he's trying. He's trying. Dang it!
It's way too heavy for flight.
It's kind of waddling on its toothpick legs, and it's like jamming its head forward. Like, you know the birds that dip into the water? It's like that.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Except it wants to jab that nose into Shale's ball.
You said
Of
toothpick,
course.
you said toothpick little legs?
Yes, toothpick little legs.
My first thought is take a stick and just kind of shove it into the... apply pressure to the top of this thing and shove those legs into the dirt.
At this point,
But
it's
it's not
small
my
enough
turn.
that you. At this point, it's small enough where you could probably just kind of kick it over. It would fall over and have to reform again. But
Alright.
they're trying, dang it! They're trying really hard.
Well, the other one's still in full shape. It's just stunned.
Just.
This is just sad.
Speaking of,
But Midnight is going to do a quick maneuver to back up just a smidge. And then
I'm just imagining Midnight just watching this thing, kind of trying to waddle a little bit, and then he just takes a normal step back from it. It just kind of, as it's about to counterattack and attack you with its mighty beak, Midnight. It comes down, and you just kind of take a step back, and its nose hits the ground.
I'm sorry, it wasn't
Aw.
able to Pokemon.
Look at
Oh,
that. But yeah, that is
Okay.
my turn. On to Metabot
Alright,
number
hit the down arrow button in the combat track. There we go. Okay.
All right, so it is stunned, so it does not get an action, or has that changed?
So the way that this works is that for stunned, per stun stack on them, at the beginning of their turn, they roll. And let me double check what the thing was. I think it was initiative and integrity. I'm gonna double check. All right, so stunned. So the next standard action is disabled, and you have to roll initiative or integrity of whatever this is, the thing, in order for it to not lose that action. If it fails this check, it will lose the action, and the DC is, by default, whatever Brussel rolls have it, and then that's the standard DC. I don't think you have it. Do you have any DC modifiers on this, Brussel? Increased DC?
No, I don't.
In that case, it's a DC 4.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Metabot. You got this. You're not giving up here. You're going to show everyone just why you're good at this. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey.
Goodbye.
So what happens if they roll a tie?
Meets it.
Okay, so he has both actions.
Metabot number 2. He is in the shape of a rabbit-like creature with little blades coming out of its maw, like the little cute little teeth of a rabbit.
Okay.
He is prepared to gnaw upon your shins.
Or shell.
Or-
Gotta crack the
or-
shell.
Hop, 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 hop. It's kind of shaky still here. It's still kind of moving awkwardly
Okay.
as it kind of reshapes itself a little bit. And then it reaches you, Shale, and it prepares to end your existence.
Lol.
Eh.
Lol. Shell is just holding it, just bracing in his shell. Let's see it.
Here, the nibbles of doom.
That was only 7. Okay, now 8 shadows. So they don't have a lot of dice.
I don't have a ton of evasion, so it
Oh.
might hit.
We rolled 10s.
Yeah.
They did roll 10s.
Do I want to be
6
funny?
successes.
6, eh?
6.
6, eh? Mind. Reroll one of those 10s.
Mind boost time. Let's go.
Actually, hold on. That's not enough, because that's still 4 in attacks do. This is physical, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and 4 will still tie. Will still tie and win. So never mind. I will not use the mind. That is it. Yes.
Keep in mind that the making him re-roll the 10 includes everything that he rolled with that 10.
Yes. I rolled a 10. I rolled the 10 re-rolled into a 10.
Okay, yeah, then I will use the mind to force a reroll.
Well, generally you're not supposed to know that. But
I was trying to be nice.
Yep.
Well, okay.
Let's see.
it's kind of that
1, 2,
gamble that you have to take
Yeah.
on whether to use it or not, because you don't know what the 10 exploded into.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it might have rolled.
Yeah.
It might have true comboed, and now you only got rid of 1 success.
Well, yeah.
That's my fault. That's my fault too. 3 successes on the nibbles.
Shale rolls out of the way.
Eh.
4 physical invasion.
I'm now imagining actually because of the way how awkward this thing is moving, it tries to start nibbling at you, Shale, and you just kind of step 3 inches to the left.
Well, more so, he rolls backwards. He rolls enough that he just hits the pavement, the ground.
As its fangs go into the earth, and it's just like, it's a little stuck, trying to pull itself up. And it falls over onto its back, and then slowly, literally reshapes itself so it can be back fit forward facing again.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether or not to feel sorry for these things.
They're trying really hard here.
They're trying really hard, but
They're still
kind
killing
of
machines.
pathetic.
Yeah, you do know
I
that if
mean-
we sent like our normal soldiers after these guys, they would have been torn apart, right?
Yeah,
Our soldiers, that is.
Yeah.
I
probably.
guess.
Soldiers
Well, because
do physical.
but also you gotta remember we're like chopping these things in half, which means they probably aren't fighting at full capacity.
Yeah, true. I guess.
Also keep in mind too, these things are more like puppets than anything, and they're probably fairly far from their puppeteer, who can't really see or likely can't keep up too much with what you guys are doing. If you guys are closer, it might have better control, or it's literally using metal scrap for this. If it had more metal, these things would be a lot bigger and tougher.
Right.
And then the top half of the scrap comes flying back at Shale.
Form, arms, and legs. Form, feet, and head. It's now about half your size, Midnight, as they fuse together into a giant robot. but it's half our size. Giant robots!
It is a giant robot. Fear me.
All right.
As Metapod
Hunter's
will,
turn now.
no,
Yeah.
as no, I wasn't joking. Metabot 2 will use its second action to fuse with Metabot 1,
Okay.
as they will fuse into giant robot. As they now
Okay.
go up to Shade's knee.
Jail's knee.
They now have a little sword too, a little metal
Oh,
sword.
okay.
As it strikes the dramatic pose, preparing to fight. As it is now Hunter's turn.
What are you
I just see
doing?
Hunter go. Hunter just looking to annoyed and eye lasers.
Yeah, just eyelet darkness.
As Hunter takes off his hat, puts it over the robot. Hey, look, it disappeared.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining it forming its little robot configuration, and then Hunter's just looking at it, and then just like eye beams.
Pew pew pew.
Do I hit?
One, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you will hit. These things are not that accurate.
Yeah, I'll willpower that.
Fine with giving you the reroll there.
We still have one party reroll.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Do we? Wasn't it used?
There
we
were
had
two.
two.
We got two.
We had
Two cards.
Yeah. That is a lot of ones.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm sharing this GIF because I feel like this is exactly what Hunter's about to
Holy
do to the poor thing.
Okay. Oh, man.
I like how all of our really big like damage pools right now are just not damaging.
Rolling far lower than they have the right
Just the
to.
amount of ones that are getting flung around.
Yeah.
Nine damage to the sink.
Give us our description of how your attack is working.
We only have about a half hour left for this.
Okay.
Okay,
It's just pew pew.
It's the usual.
as
The eyes go up, the shadows go up, laser beam.
yeah, you're able to knock it apart.
And that would be it for Hunter.
All right. Are either of the Metabots still? You said Metabot 1 kind of got melded into Metabot 2.
Yeah, then they got blasted apart. The little bits of Metabot 1 that got separated by Shade are still being pulled in. They will arrive next turn to reform into the giant robot to make it a little bit bigger. But right now it's kind of it's over there, and there's a little bit up there actually in the ceiling. How did it get up there?
Probably Shade.
Huh.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of kick at some of the remains a little bit. Just, eh. Scatter some dirt on him.
Oh, kick some dirt.
Hey, you peasant!
BM time. Let's
you.
go. We're BMing it. Let's go.
Do you want me to even roll for this? Because it's like, because your description is telling me there's not really much of a target left.
Yeah, it needs to pull itself together. It's just like you just shove.
Yeah.
It's twitching though. It's twitching. It will rise from the earth though.
Kin's just doing the equivalent of shoving it into a locker.
Yeah.
Just bully it.
So, yeah, that's all I'm really doing.
All right. So, are any of them still even remotely in like a combat capable state right now?
Not after what Hunter did to it. No. Give it a few seconds. It might recover once the bits and bobs you sent flying got back. But until then, probably it's kind of in pieces at the moment, trying to pull itself together. Giant laser beams of death kind of ripped it apart. Thankfully, it doesn't have any vitals, and even if you break apart the metal, it can still just refuse into new shapes.
Which is exactly why. Which is exactly what Shade was going to do. Which is whichever one is currently the biggest blob of the thing.
They did fuse together.
Yeah. So what he's going to do is he's just gonna like look down at it and go, okay, you're going into timeout now. And is just going to reach down and try and use his ability to transform it into a shiny sphere.
Okay.
I do have a move for when he tries to transform something else. If you want me to roll damage on that, it bypasses accuracy, so.
Go for it.
Cool. He's gonna do it twice, by the way.
Got ya.
Yep. So what he's doing is he's technically speaking, he is doing conversion to gain 1 stack of amped with one of his actions. Another action is going to be used on momentum to gain additional 2 physical damage. And then using 1 standard action remaining and 1 amped stack, he's going to do his do that move twice.
Okay. My poor baby.
So quick question. Does this because I know when he attacked earlier it was on 6s, was that because of the sword or was that because dark type?
Dark.
Okay, so he still has that. Cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. If you put the plus at the end, it does count it into the final success rating. Let's go. That'll be 11 damage on the first one.
Okay.
In terms of making it go into timeout.
It is now in timeout.
And 12 on the follow-up to make it nice and shiny.
It is now a very shiny ball.
Ding!
I'm assuming it is a ball that does not conduct electricity.
No, it is not. It is now in timeout. And Shades is gonna do the whole dust off hands thing. All right, guys, I put it in timeout.
Cage.
All right. I don't know what it could do, but Shade's turn is now over.
It is a ball. It is aggressive. It is aggressively being a ball and shining at you, Shale. It is
Feel
shining
the
that
glare of
light
doom.
into your eyes.
Cue ball in corner pocket.
Turn shell away in a turn away in position from it as it as he works on the door.
Hey kid, do you remember what that one thing was called where it was it was that really popular like book movie series thing where it had a ball that tried to like it was a part of a sports thing? Do you think I could turn this into one of those eventually?
I am
Popular
going.
sports thing.
I
I'm sorry,
like sports ball.
Sports was not my forte.
He was making a Harry Potter
and there's
reference to kid.
Oh,
I
right.
was asking if he thinks he could make it into a bludger from Harry Potter. The magical
that
flying
one.
balls that run around,
I mean,
go around and
maybe.
hit things.
A bludger. I mean, it's attempting to be aggressive enough. It's not succeeding very well, but
All right. So
perhaps.
is it doing anything else?
It can't because the ball of metal is now made out of a non-electrical conducting metal.
Okay.
So is it Shell's turn?
I'm going to rule because of what Shay did. The combat will be effectively over. It doesn't really have enough material anymore
Okay.
to make aggressive.
Okay.
Shale, you have a tiny little thing kind of poking at your leg.
If he
It's
wasn't
like the
trying to
size-
focus on the door, he'd probably use sand slice and try and as a bat and try to send it flying. Any case,
As
do I need to
without-
roll more on the door, or am I good from here?
No,
Okay.
with the distractions gone, you would be able to actually take the time to get the door open.
Okay.
And when you do, you can feel the electricity in the air cut out, and the little thing poking at you just kind of crumbles into scrap metal.
Oh.
Combat window's over.
Okay. Well, with the door open, he gestures to Shade. You first.
Alrighty. And he's just gonna like pick up the ball, like, you know, toss it up like once or twice and just shove it in his bag before he walks in.
And I think we will call it here with you guys going in because we will be having another combat fairly soon, depending on how things go.
Woo, combat.
Okay.
No, I wanted this opening one to be just kind of a little bit of a silly puzzle for you guys to deal with. It wasn't supposed to be like super dangerous. I wanted you guys to laugh and have fun.
We spent far more time on it than it actually warranted.
Yeah,
Right.
but like, you know, this is also like us, like, you know, for people who haven't done like a ton of combat, refamiliarizing. Hey, how do I do combat again?
That
Yeah,
is also
true.
one of the big reasons why I wanted to give you guys a way to do the combat without the combat actually like being super dangerous or anything.
It's a short little
Right, we're
refresher
familiar.
before we get to the real stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Out of curiosity, about how long does it take to open up the door after everything?
Maybe like 30 seconds to a minute. Not that
Okay.
long. When he doesn't have bots of doom trying to shank him, it's pretty easy to get all the pieces lined up.
All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us today for The Last Hope Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. there on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/ZGFgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, commissioning one of the artists that I manage for, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to us on YouTube. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.